Fasting is not something I've done before. Not something that I anticipated doing either. I woke up and felt convicted that I should fast for 36 hours. Over the last 3 years, I've also either been pregnant or breastfeeding, and during that time, I just sort of allowed myself to eat like whatever. Nothing like insanely out of control, but there was just no intention really behind the food that I was consuming. And I guess there also wasn't really much regulation either or mindfulness when it came to the food that I was eating. I had also recently come across the concept of autophagy, I think I'm saying that right, which is a cellular cleanup basically at a very base level. And that was really intriguing to me too. So when I actually decided to do the fast, I was technically 10 hours into it. And honestly, my first thought, like probably within the first half hour, which is when I would be making breakfast for my kids and for myself, it was very like a peaceful feeling because I didn't have to make any food decisions for myself. Like all I needed to do was just feed my kids, and I basically feed them the same meals on repeat. So there wasn't much thought that went into that. I also found that I was more productive. Like I did so much laundry. We spent a ton of time outside. We have an upcoming trip this weekend that I packed for that 3 days early. And I just found that I was able to focus on so many other things because I had the time that was freed up because I wasn't planning meals or thinking about food, or literally the act of eating takes time. I will say around hour like 17 to 20, I started to feel a little like floaty almost, a little bit ditzy, a little bit slower, sluggish mentally. My hunger kind of stayed the same. Like I was hungry, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't manage. And then pushing the 24-hour mark, it was getting to be bedtime and I could not wait to go to bed. I was like a little bit irritable. It was like everybody were crashing early, get 11 hours in and we're gonna be happy about it. Even though when I was feeling kind of like out of it mentally and a little bit irritable, I still like overwhelmingly just felt very, very peaceful. Now breaking the fast, I'm about to break it. Would I do it again? Actually, yes. Like I'm feeling extremely motivated to do it again. I considered extending it to 48 hours, but I think I'm just gonna do this whole thing again and I'll maybe aim for 48 hours at another time. But overall, yes, I 1000% do this again. It made me feel grounded. It made me feel peaceful. It made me feel connected. It made me feel grateful. It made me feel in control. And I'm super motivated to now look into, I know that the Bible says a lot about fasting, and I'm really motivated to look into that as well. Now let's break the fast. Greek yogurt. I'm excited to eat eggs later.